I'd just like the record to show that I do go to therapy because I don't think my parents and family believe me. Department of Veterans Affairs Community-Based Outpatient Clinic. I am here. I'm sorry I'm 12 minutes late. We might not get to sit down for 60 minutes, but 45 is better than none. I need to quit staying up till 4 in the morning. I'm so tired. Dr. Markham, wait, I'm coming. Hi, I'm just here for a 10 o'clock appointment.
Okay, give me just a moment.
I'm sorry I'm late. I stayed up way past my bedtime.
What's the last name?
Ross, R-O-S-S. First off, I'd like to apologize for being late.
You're okay.
Because my mom was not happy with me because this is important for me to come.
Sure.
I am slightly crazy, so.
Well, my definition of crazy is a little different than other people's, so we'll see.
Oh my gosh, want to share our definitions of crazy? What's your definition of crazy?
Well, we hear a lot of different things, so compared to the public, it's not probably the same.
Oh.
But yeah, so other than that, my clinic works a little different than Cindy's in that if you no-show 2 appointments, don't tell us you're not coming, then we go to scheduling same-day appointments just so I'm not looking forever out, never seen anyone.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Did I tell you what happened yesterday?
No.
Yesterday, I thought it was Thursday, and
Oh, no.
I edit videos for a living. It's like what I do. It's my passion. I'm obsessed with it, and I like to be funny on the internet, which isn't your typical patient. So sometimes I stay up really late in the morning because I feel like it's my job and responsibility to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been up till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes, not watching TV, not getting drunk. It's something I know that my mom and we disagree on a little bit because I was speaking of generation gaps, she's 65, and I don't think she quite understands what the potential for this is with a personality with somebody like mine. I'm not saying I'm like the next Jim Carrey or, Carol Burnett, but it is a way to make money, and it is a way to, use your resources and your skills in a different way. Like, you're really smart. You went to college to try to understand the human brain. It's not so much a psychology for me as a sociology
Okay.
and an escapism and things like that for people, because I never want people to feel as upset and sad and hopeless as I felt in my past, especially in my 20s. And being a service member, a veteran, I don't want anybody to experience that. So I would like to be everybody's escapism if I had the
Okay.
opportunity.
What kind of videos and stuff do you do?
Comedy.
Okay.
Anything to me is comedy. So I think what my mom and I disagree the most on is I use my body for comedy a lot. So if I post something inappropriate on, let's say, Instagram of my bare ass, it's not because I'm like, look at my ass and how sexy I am, or I'm trying to, find a person that's like, and then one night stand it. It's because my tan line looks ridiculous, and I think that's hilarious. Almost like a cheesy 80s comedy nudity thing,
Okay.
like Porky's. Have you ever heard of that movie?
No,
It's one of my dad's favorites. Just like that cheat. I mean, they'll show, full frontal,
Okay.
but it's not for a sexual purpose. It's for an embarrassing humiliation frat thing. It's not like, oh my God, that's full frontal. That's like full frontal male. It's like, oh, that's so embarrassing, dude. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, definitely that's like a new job way of that. Yeah.
But I have to say this. I don't understand the word influencer, and this is why I don't like it. Because a lot of people on the internet, I think it's very vapid and self-centered and narcissistic.
Yeah.
Mine is never about me. It's not like, look at me. I'm always trying to figure out what they want, not what I want to give them. So it's what they need, not what I want to show. So
Okay.
it's not about my body, my sense of humor,
Right.
any of my editing. I'm trying to get the most positive reaction out of the people that follow me, because nobody pays to subscribe to my TikTok or YouTube, but I don't want to disappoint them. And to me, living in a small town and never being famous and never even trying to do something like fill arena as a musician or a stand-up comedian, if there's 1,000 people a regular like 1,000 people that come back to watch my stuff. That's like me when I get excited that Lady Gaga drops a new album. I'm like analyzing each song, and sometimes I'm critical. I'm like, why did she do that? I just want to make their experience watching my content an enjoyable experience. So it's always trying to find the science of what do they want to see next.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. It also seems like a lot of pressure.
A lot. But this is since I've recovered and gotten out of the hospital. I'm sure you're well aware of that incident. The internet's not. This is the best stress I've ever had in my life. It's a healthy stress. I feel a huge purpose.
Okay.
With my like money and resources, I want to make people's lives better. And I'm not Ellen, I'm not Oprah. I can't invite my whole audience to Australia or buy everybody a brand new car, but I can pick and choose people on the internet that have been good to me, and in return give them something back. And that's what I want to do.
Okay.
As I don't want to call it charity because I don't know if any of these people are poor, but
Right.
if I see somebody being kind to me and making my comment section a more enjoyable place for people of all ages, so a little kid sifting through my comment section isn't like, oh my god, DIE F word, you know. I'm recording this, so I have to watch out what I say. I want that young person to be able to go through and find something that they can like and reply to, and then maybe tag their friend in, and then it's a positive experience, not anything negative. Like, look at this fucking gay, you know. I don't want it to be in a mocking fashion. And I would say, at least YouTube, I'm really proud of this number. It doesn't matter if something gets 20,000 views or 3. It's the like to dislike ratio. They don't show the dislikes anymore, but on your analytics, you as the person making the video can see it. It's 91%. And I am really proud of that number, like exceptionally proud. So that means 9 out of 10 people on average like it, and I'm just like, that is the number that I'm just like, that's all I care about. That. So.
Well, so switching gears a little bit, tell me about what brings you in for therapy. What do you feel like's been going on? What brings you to my side of the house?
I think, okay, I don't want to record this part. All jokes aside, because I love more than anything making funny faces and being goofy on the internet. But going to therapy and getting help has saved my life, and taking medications correctly have changed my life, because for years I was getting prescribed them and I was abusing them and I was not taking them correctly. My brain works in such a different capacity now than it has in my entire 32 years of living. And I encourage everybody, if you're having irrational thoughts, fears, thinking about hurting yourself, thinking about hurting others, and you're still unable to find a purpose to live and go on, go get help. Talk to somebody. Don't be embarrassed. There's no thought that you could ever have that a therapist has not heard before. They are doctors who have spent years, a lot of money to try to understand your brain and how it works. And because finally, after 6-7 years of getting medications prescribed to me and not taking them correctly and going to appointments but not listening to what the therapists were saying, it almost nearly ended my life 3 months ago. Over the last 3 months, I've taken my medications as prescribed, and I've listened to what my therapist has said, and I've done things correctly. I encourage you, all of you, everybody who follows me, I know you see the goofy, silly faces, but behind it was a very serious illness that I had to get help for. So please, if you're ever thinking about hurting yourself and trying to take your own life, reach out to somebody, a friend, a family member, a counselor, a chaplain, or a therapist. I love you all, and thank you so much for following my TikTok account and watching my videos. You make my days so much brighter than they used to be. I love you. Bye-bye.
Happy Halloween. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul. Still you're doomed tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shiver in surprise when you hear these zombies.